Gareth, you had another full week of training with the players. How beneficial is that at this moment in time to not have a midweek fixture so you can really get into the team?
Yeah, it's important. We've been working hard on a couple of things that I wanted to address. I think in the two games, having a look at the two games now as an overview. We've conceded some sloppy goals. No hiding that. We've got to make sure that we're better at that. So we're working on a bit of defending. Putting the stress on the defence and not just the defence. I mean, I'll never point the finger at anyone. There's a chain of events that happen before a goal, and you've got to. There's some big moments that could really, really stop this happening, So we look into it all. We tell the boys, we educate the boys in how that could be better. But yeah, a couple of sloppy goals, and because we're not firing on all cylinders squad-wise, with the likes of your Willicks, your Chairs, your Dykes, out at the moment, it has been tough. Goals have been tough to come by, and got to give credit to the boys who are in there. We're playing at full tilt, as much as we can. But I say you've got some real sort of match winners there that you talk about could come in and make some difference. So being secure at the back is going to be really important. Trying to be as solid as we can, because it might be a 1-0 or just a 2-0 victory. I don't think it's ever going to be a 5-0 at the moment, a 6-0 until we get some of these cavalry back. But you never know. We're going for it. We know how important these games coming up are now, and starting Saturday, I can't wait to get going again.
You mentioned the cavalry returning. How challenging have the injuries been? Because you can argue you have an entire back four out and an entire front four out. That's a huge challenge, regardless of the strength of depth that any squad has.
It's great, isn't it? You write down the two teams, one in the injury room and one on the pitch, and you'd say, "Wow, that'd be a good game." So, no disrespect to anyone, they're all great players, and they're all on a par. They're all championship players, but there's a lot of experienced championship players, a lot of minutes in that treatment room, and that at this stage of the season, when we are, let's not dress it up. We're in a tricky situation. I don't want us to get into a serious relegation battle, but we have to say, look, we don't want to get involved in that. We want to try and stay out of that. So I'm not going to say, well, we're okay, everything's fine, don't worry. We need some points on the board. We need some results on the board. So no disrespect to anyone who's been playing. We've got a hell of a squad when we're all fit. I've got some brilliant problems when we're all fit, because I have to leave people out of the squad. At the moment, the squads are picking themselves, and it's tough, it really is, and Aaron Drew comes in, makes his debut, who was fantastic, by the way, for a championship debut. This level is a tough level to play at, and he's come in and done absolutely brilliant, so fair play to Aaron, and got to give some credit there to the academy, who've brought him through and polished him up to be this bundle of energy he was down the right-hand side, and defended some real crucial moments as well, so really pleased with him. And mentioning the academy, I was at the B team Tuesday night against Swansea. I think we've got some great young potential coming through as well. So all good in the future, but present, we need to start winning games. We need to stop the silly mistakes, and I'm looking forward to what the boys can do on Saturday.
I know you like to keep quiet regarding the injuries and the availability of players, but as a general rule, how close are some of those players? We talk about that 8/9 players who are out.
Yeah.
How close are some of them to being involved in the near future?
Yeah, obviously, the likes of Tyler, who's tweeted he's quite a while away now. And social media can be the hardest thing to cope with, but he's obviously, in a pretty rubbish place, with his injury, and he wants people to know he's committed. He wants to get back. He's just, so he's going to be out. But the majority of them are very close. A little scoop for you guys is Lyndon's been on the grass with us this week, which is great, and somebody like Lyndon Dykes back in the team will boost everything, and boost everyone. But again, he's got to be clinically right before we can unleash him, because that's what we'll do with Lyndon. He's that good, But no, we're slowly looking forward to probably the international break coming, because after that, I think we'll be seriously strong. I think we'll have these household names at QPR back, and we'll be very strong. Or stronger. We're strong now, but these next 3 games, 2 of them, especially next week, are looking like real big games for us, and we want to make sure that we get the players who are available playing as well as they can, and I know that whoever I pick is good enough to win a game in the Championship. So we don't need to wait for these boys. It's just that experience, those games that add so much to a team. It's not necessarily the players, but it's Championship games that they've all got together now and each other work. They've been in these situations before, so it's crucial to get them back.
And Watford this weekend, again, it's pretty much a packed house at Loftus Road, which says so much about the backing the supporters are giving to you and the squad. But Watford have undergone a change this week with Slaven Bilic leaving, Chris Wilder coming in. How does that impact you from a preparation perspective?
Well, if you'd have seen us Tuesday afternoon, you'd be laughing because we'd done a lot of prep on Slaven Bilic's team. And on the last moment, it flashed up on Sky Sports, Watford sacked Slaven Bilic, Chris Wilder in charge for the rest of the season. It was almost a throw the tactics board down moment for me because it really was. It was. It's going to be different without a doubt. I know Chris. We've managed against each other quite a few times actually with his Oxford team, his Northampton team, and I never quite got to his Sheffield United team. But I'm definitely going to manage against his Watford team, and that's going to be tough. He's a very good manager. He's managed in the Premier League and worked his way right up, like myself, from the lower divisions, and I got a lot of respect for Chris. But he knows that this QPR team will be battling, and I know that the Watford team will be battling, and I'm sure that there'll be a beer shared afterwards and a chat. But on the day, as in the past, I'm sure there'll be all guns blaring on that pitch. And I say I'm backing my boys. We've got a good set of boys. 2 weeks in now, or almost 2 weeks in as a manager, and I think that it's really important that we start showing what I've been working on, what we've been training, the togetherness we've got. There was definite building blocks at Rotherham. Everyone will be shouting at me 3-1 defeat. I know that, but chances created and energies given and some of the meters covered on the pitch and some of the individual performances. I thought the team's definitely stepping forward, and that's all I can ask every game.
And just very finally, QPR very well, and it seems to be a team and a club that when our backs are to the wall, that's when we really come out. When people aren't expecting a result, it's when we produce one. Is that what you're hoping for this weekend?
Really, really hoping for, and I can't thank the fans enough for turning up. I know how tough it is, and how frustrated people can get. This is their club, I've come into a situation where it's a little bit of a whirlwind. It is, and I'm really trying to calm things down and get things together and make sure that this club is in the future back to as big and as fantastic as it can be. And I can only get help from these supporters and getting behind us on Saturday and Tuesday and next Saturday. This club means a hell of a lot to me, and we've been in some tough positions before. I remember the John Gregory and Gary Waddock years especially, and Ollie in his first years. We had to survive, we had to scrap and fight, and I want that again because the club is a fantastic football club, and I can't wait to turn around to everyone and say, look, we're in a great place now and we're moving forward. Remember those days when we were struggling at the bottom of the Championship? They've all gone now, and we're a sustainable club in the middle somewhere, looking up and seeing if we can reach that promised land one day. But for now, let's get the points on the board from these next 3 games. That'll be really important.